everybody, my dad thinks his podcast is amazing, so please subscribe, give it 5 stars or whatever, and maybe he'll finally stop talking about it. Anyways, welcome to Sobriety.
I am 14 months fucking sober today. How about that shit? Who would have thought that? Back on May 20th of last year that we'd be sitting here cutting a podcast together and I'd be 14 months sober. 14 months of zero fucking hangovers every morning is pretty amazing. 14 months of knowing that I can get into my vehicle at any time and drive across town, across country, wherever I need to go. If somebody needs help, if someone reaches out and I need to be there, unlike before, especially if it was at night, I can be there for that person. And I've never been able to do that before. I still have my moments. I had them yesterday. But at the end of the day, I definitely get over things a lot quicker. I know we talk through things a lot quicker. So it makes life easier, I think, for everybody. At least it seems like it does. Home life's been a hell of a lot better, that's for sure. I get put in my corner every once in a while because I do some dumb shit, but I think all in all, it's been pretty good. So Jessica, you know that I have people email me questions to ask me about the podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay, so producer Jessica, the biggest question that I've received is, what does it take? What do I need to do to get my wife to turn off the fucking light in the closet when she's done?
Probably the same thing that I need to do to get you to turn a light off or a TV off. I think that's just a universal couples problem, right? Like, everybody has something. I literally tripped over your slides the other day and thought I was going to impale myself on the corner of the bed. But I haven't said a word until just now.
That did not answer my question.
Listen, all you have to do is go to sleep, because you know me. Like, if there is even like the tiniest sliver of a light or sound, But
you say that,
sleep.
but like today, I've told you this many times, like, because we'll go to leave and then all the bathroom lights are on. The light in the closet's on. It's like, why can't we turn that shit off?
I don't like walking into a space with it being completely dark.
But you do at night.
That's when I'm sleeping. It's not the same.
But there's already natural daylight. Why do you need the light on in the closet? You know, what?
I don't know.
I don't understand it.
I don't know why my brain functions that way. I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
I don't know. It's kind of like I think this is part of like my neurospiciness is...
Neurospicy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm delicious. Are
like
you kidding?
A snack.
I'm a whole fucking meal. Are you kidding?
Yes.
Listen,
you're the whole bucket of chicken.
It used to irritate you, right? When you were drinking, these things used to irritate you. But now that you're sober and you've really been able... Right. Now that you're sober and you're able to like really process and understand, and we can talk about things like, you ask me all the time, why do you do this? Why do you do that? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just know what I need.
Inquiring minds wanted to know. That's why I brought it up.
I think that it's a projection of the things that you get irritated with yourself about. Because I cannot count on both hands and both feet how many times I have had to turn off a TV or something behind you. But you always leave a TV on. We have a TV in every room of our house.
Except the bathroom.
And I'm
if I could
shocked.
put one in there, yes. If I could put one in there, I definitely would.
I even told you, I said, you should put a tiny TV in your office. And you were like, no, I'll get fired. I won't get anything done.
Yes,
that is a horrible
idea.
Work.
Yes. I can't, I couldn't do that.
I mean,
days go by quick enough as it is, I think. When I was drinking, days seemed to drag on. And I don't know why. I had plenty of time in the day to get shit done. It's kind of weird.
Or maybe you just felt like shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, this is
But what I'm saying is, like, there could have been things to do, and I just, like, said, fuck it, I can do that
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but it's like, when you're doing something that, like, you hate or that is not pleasant, then 5 minutes feels like 5 days. But if you're doing something that's really enjoyable and you're like caught up in the moment,
it just goes by really quick.
Yeah. So I think that might go back to the whole, we think alcohol is going to make things more fun. And maybe it does for a minute, but it actually makes things worse. Yeah, kind of like people are like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out, I need a cigarette. But we know that nicotine like increases your heart rate.
Yes.
It's a mind fuck, isn't it? Like it's...
I mean, it feels like it, because now, here we are, 14 months into this. I say here we are. Here I am.
It's us.
It is us.
It's us, yeah.
And there is not enough time in the day anymore. It's so weird. I get up at I get up at 5 a.m. every fucking morning. Mm-hmm. And I do all my 75 hard stuff, which I've been doing for, I don't know, 250, almost 260 days now. Mm-hmm. Get up and get all that shit out of the way. Next thing I know, it's 8 or 9 o'clock, which is fine, which is normally when kind of, I guess people get up, go to work, whatever. And a lot of my stuff is done. And I feel like, oh, great. I'm energized. I got the whole rest of the day to do shit. Next thing I know, I turn around, it's fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Or, when I'll go visit stores, or next thing I know, it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, where'd the fucking day go? I didn't even eat lunch yet. And stuff just seems so fast. And I'm trying, and a habit stack. So I do things on top of things to make things go quicker. And fuck if it doesn't just make the day go by fast. And then you're on a meeting. The meetings take an hour. And you do 2 or 3 of those. There's 3 hours of your day. It's just funny how all this stuff has kind of added up for me. And next thing I know, I'm like, and I go, if you're up early, you go to bed early. So 9:30, I'm dragging ass ready to go to bed.
Well, okay. Do you want my honest?
I would love your honest. Yes. Okay. Yes. I need it.
Okay. Well, and again, I am not an expert on these things. I am simply a person who looks at it from the outside. I'll preface by saying everyone I know who has gotten sober exhibits this exact same behavior. Okay? So it's not just you.
Thank God.
Right. You have to be doing something at all time. So it's not that there's not enough time. It's that you require your time to be filled. Like
I like to stay busy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But you understand that will make the day go by faster. And if you are constantly filling your time every second of the day, then there is no time left. Whereas me, I'm still a little salty about my birthday. Like, it was a great day, all that stuff, yada, yada. But you spent 0 time with me, okay? And I see you opening your mouth to interrupt. No. Okay, this is my time.
I can't use my timeout.
I did not yield the floor, so it's like a filibuster. I love you. It was a great birthday. Okay, I just feel like I need to explain that it was a great day. You know that I like uneventful things. I don't really require a whole lot. Okay, it was beautiful. You spent no time with me.
I was busy trying to make your day
as
pleasant as possible.
Bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. And this is more like just kind of an analysis of the day than it is a critique. But you were putting away laundry. Okay? And
it needed to be done.
Okay, listen. I recognize what I'm about to say. I'm going to get a slew of people who are going to be like, oh my God, I wish that my husband would do the laundry. Okay,
well, there you
whatever.
Go. That's all
Listen,
that matters. The people have spoken.
That is not what we were talking about. Okay? No. Thank you for doing the laundry. But the laundry will still be there. And you're like, no, it needs to be put away.
It would be wrinkled.
Now, I get it, okay? Like, if my biggest issue in my life is that you won't stop folding laundry to come and, like, just exist with me, then that's a good problem to have. But I'm using this as an example in all seriousness that you choose what to spend your time on. Like, putting laundry away is not a necessity other than to satiate your discomfort with the laundry sitting there. It doesn't hurt the laundry. It doesn't ruin the clothes. Yes, they get wrinkled. You throw them back in the goddamn dryer. In all seriousness, you choose what to spend your time on. And you love me. You spend time with me. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and say that, like, you choose laundry over me. That's stupid. But back to the whole there's no time left in the day, you know, it's all day long, is it this or that? I mean, legit for anybody. There's a component that we don't choose, right? Like, there are days where we do all the things because we can't sit still if we don't, or we do none of the things because we just can't do them. But you are in that phase of your recovery where you need that space filled. And I think some of, you know, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the struggle because I don't struggle with those things. You know, but my best friend, same way. I mean, you know that. She works all the fucking time. Like, literally all of the time. My brother works all of the time.
I forget who said it. And I should probably look it up. I don't know. But they associate, like, addiction versus someone that doesn't have it. Mm-hmm. So they say, like, okay, take your cell phone, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard this. Yeah.
And put it in put it in another room that's you're locked out of for a full day, but not think about it, because that's what it's like every fucking day when you're an addict. Whatever you're addicted to, that's what it's like. And honestly, you know, especially when I first started this, I still do it today. I stay busy, do I not?
That's what we were just talking about. Yeah.
Yes, I love to stay busy. I constantly love to keep moving. I love to keep, you know, drinking water or having an NA beer in my hand, something like that. So
or farting in the bed. That's your favorite.
Farting in the bed's not bad. I enjoy that one. And it's medically proven that it helps.
You're kind of like our dogs, right? They can be outside for an hour and they'll still come inside and shit in the house. Now, you don't shit on the floor, but you'll be outside watching TV or in the pool or in the bathroom or in the shower, like all of the appropriate places to break wind. And then as soon as you get in the bed with me or you're around me, you let out stinky farts. Like, we leave them all. We walk from the entrance to the car, outside, in the open, and you will get into the car and then fart.
Well, in my defense.
Oh, God.
And you can look it up. And I think I've actually sent you the article.
I already know where you're going with this.
That states that farts are actually good for you.
Okay,
There's medical evidence that states
I don't give a
smelling
shit.
farts is good for you.
Let me make myself
So what
very
I'm trying
clear.
to do is I'm trying to help the world.
Okay.
Help my family live a longer, better life with farting.
I want to be a man for 24 hours.
I want to be a powerful woman for 24 hours.
It's exhausting.
It could be. I wouldn't know. Unfortunately, I'll never know.
It's exhausting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love being a woman. I love women. And yes,
women are pretty badass.
And yeah, I mean that in all the ways that you think I mean about it.
Yeah. Women
all
are badass.
They are badass. And they're beautiful. Have you ever seen a naked woman? It's way more beautiful than a naked man.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I've been in a lot of locker rooms, and there's really nothing sexy about a naked man. I'm going to be honest. It's pretty bad.
Y'all don't look like the David. And have you actually, I know we didn't see the David, but there's not much there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm assuming he was a grower and not a shower.
Maybe.
Women are amazing. But it's fucking exhausting. It really is. We play these like mental gymnastics of, am I tired? Am I hungry? Am I dehydrated? What are my hormone levels? Like, we're constantly checking in with ourselves. Like,
it sounds like what we use in sobriety called HALT. Hungry,
what does that mean?
Angry, lonely, tired.
Yeah.
So when you feel like a trigger coming on or a craving, something like that. And it's funny because I used this, but I used it with gambling. Or an intrusive thought like, you know, I'm going to fuck something up today. And I just think, and it's usually because I'm hungry. You know that.
Oh, God, you
my
get so
My attention
cranky.
span's terrible whenever I get hungry. So hungry, angry, lonely, tired is what we call that in the sobriety world. Called
Lily
HALT.
actually, like, anytime you're in a bad mood, she's always like, Dad's just hungry. He just needs food.
She knows me. She knows me better than
Yeah.
anybody. Yep. There you go. That's usually what it is. I'm never lonely because I actually enjoy being alone.
We both enjoy our
alone
time.
When I'm tired, I rest. You know, I don't quit. I'll rest.
You've really gotten into taking naps.
Mm-hmm.
You used to hate naps.
Oh, that was terrible. I thought you took a nap. I thought you were fucking lazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's honest to God truth.
That's another thing we should talk about. Like, your whole definition of laziness has changed. Like, I don't know that you believe that laziness even exists anymore, because you recognize that what presents as lazy on the outside is usually more of an internal struggle.
Yeah.
You used to be really bad about that.
Well,
but I think
when
now
you hear
get it,
when you hear it as much as I have, you believe it, right? It's it's the old adage. Well, if you hang out at a barber shop for so long, eventually you're gonna get a fucking haircut, right? Same thing. So then you start to believe it and understand it, and then you live it. And I think it was Banksy that says, "If you're tired, rest. Don't quit."
Yeah.
And I love that. So,
and
I say that to a lot of people, because, I hear this a lot in meetings, it's like, oh, I'm so fucking exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired. I can't do this anymore. I want to give up. It's like, no, you don't need to. Take a fucking break. Take a little nap, a little sleep, relax, wake up refreshed, and everything's fine. And it really does. It's amazing what a little power nap, they're great. They're really good for you. And sometimes you're so mentally exhausted, trying to get this thing up and running. It's been exhausting for me trying to do my job, do stuff at home, doing things with kids and stuff like that. It's just, God, sometimes it's just so fucking mentally exhausting. I need a break. And I'll take a 30, 45 minute, hour nap, put a good, put the Office on or something like that, and just take a little snoozer.
I heard something the other day, and I can't remember if I heard it or saw it, and it was a celebrity on something. I don't know. I'm trying to give credit where credit is due. Was it me? No, not you. But this person, it was a female. I just can't remember who it was, but she said that her mom taught her something really interesting, and I really like this. I haven't even told you about this yet, but I really like it. When it's something that like you're stressing over or you're struggling, stop and think, is this something that's going to matter or affect me in 5 years from today? Like, is it something that's still going to carry the weight? I just heard that
a few weeks ago.
Did you?
Well, it's funny. One of the coaches in the meeting said, is it going to bother you in 5 months?
I like 5 years, though.
Well, I'm sorry. They start out with 5 years. Is it going to bother you in 5 years?
Yeah.
Is it going to bother you in 5 months? Is it going to bother you in 5 days? Is it going to bother you in 5 minutes?
Because if not, then,
and then
let
you kind of
shit
well,
go.
It's so funny. Well, that's the thing, right? It's you're prioritizing it.
It's kind of like going through your clothes, right? Have you worn this in the past 3 months? Then get fucking rid of it.
So it's like there's the hula hoop effect, right? So things that are important to you, you prioritize, you put in your hula hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else can kick fucking rocks. You don't have to. You don't worry about it. Or it's something that can be put off for a later date.
Or it's just something that you
it's
don't.
Prioritizing.
Right. Like, obviously, there are things that are not going to matter as much in 5 years that you still have to, like, keep on your plate, right? So we're speaking in very generalized terms. But I loved that because it doesn't mean, like, just get rid of it. It means quit giving so much of your time and your energy and your, like...
That's how you get so fucking worn out,
yes,
putting so much energy into
shit.
It
doesn't fucking matter. And you and I are still working on this, right? And I think that this is just... We have a tendency to argue for argument's sake. And I know that sounds like a really obvious thing, but there's not always a solution to a problem. Like, you don't always have to compromise.
Sometimes sometimes you feel like you need a W. As bad as that sounds, sometimes you want to win a fucking argument. Just say, you know what? I got the fucking W this time.
But the thing about it is... And
you'll go to crazy lengths to do it. I've done it. I still do it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can also just be like, we're not going to agree on this. It's not something that really is of importance. So who gives a shit?
So move along. Move the fuck along.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you love the podcast, which I know you do, please like, subscribe,
and hit that notification bell to
Boom.
get notified every time we post.
That's right. Dropping them, baby. Word.